kill.
Enemy sighted.
Get the laser, get the laser.
What was that? What was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
She don't need you to protect her. That's not really a bug. Slugapede.
Never seen anything like them.
Perimeter secured.
Okay, there's a thing down here. There's not. I am tired. I am tired. Let's see what Tally thinks of that pistol. She does not think very much of that pistol. Let's see, 3% to 260. Yeah. She thinks a lot of that pistol. That's a good pistol. Karpov. Sasha thinks that is good pistol. This is not as good pistol. It's good pistol, but it's not as good. Let's see, 4% more with accuracy. No, he's not worth. Okay. No. It's alright to get your attention like that. You have had a rough couple of days. I know you don't like car rides. Water bug thing on their floor. Yes, more.
Perimeter clear.
Suppose you're wondering why I've called you all here today. Kinda spoils it. Kinda spoil the surprise, I should say.
A backup power system, Shepard. Must be for the station mainframe.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Now, time for Towers of Hanoi. They probably don't call it that in Hanoi. boo, boo.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that runs this place?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access.
Playing a great game
Privileged
with a kitten
access
in
is
my
only
lap.
available to binary
Winning it
helix
live.
executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation 2 breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants.
The creatures we've encountered here.
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged
That's a
access.
yes.
Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
I need
Critic report complete. Do you have an additional
Do you know
system?
why the reactor was shut?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed.
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect. This allows the crew to remotely access my database. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry.
That's all I need.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Okay, so takes me to the roof to repair the landline. Takes me to the cafeteria. Oh, that's where I came from. That's the tram. That's the reactor. Okay, so let's go ahead and repair the
Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trap.
contact.
Kill. There can be the bugs hurts.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Tough ass bugs art. Bug lizards. Skeletons. I went up
Connections
level.
restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
Do you know why the reactor was shut?
Emergency gun.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I'm...
That's all I need.
Very
right
well, Commander. Logging. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
This is the story of the N7 hurricane. The gun the authorities chose to blame. Something it ain't never done. But at one time it could have been the champion of the world. PBH. What is PBH? Should it be PHB? It's PBH. Probably
User
not
alert.
stage consumer.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Probably supposed to be PHB, Player's Handbook.
User alert. Main reactor shut down.
Let's see. It's the web reactor. This is the web reactor. Oh, and let's not forget, I went up a level. It's over here. Why is there a glowy thing? Yeah, it's PHB, not PBH. Huh. What a doofus. He had a typo.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert.
We kill some
Main reactor
robots.
shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Kill them all.
I kill robots and bug lizards.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
The AG3 fuel lines cut.
Ailing vomit. You saw a robot? Gotta be a way up there. I'm sure there's a way up there. It's on the other side.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
This whole facility makes like 0 sense. Okay, we got medical thing 7, so let's go ahead and yeah, got a couple of those. Let's go ahead and make sure everybody has the best bases they can have. Will almost certainly not be the case that any gun will be as good as what I'm currently using, but you never know. Far more likely with the other characters, because they're not using Spectre gear. Should double check my grenades. Yep, see? Okay. How to reconnect the HE3 fuel lines. Let's see, helium 3 plus helium
User
3,
alert.
so that'd be
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
neutrons. Strikes me as dangerously unstable. Nah, the fuck up. Time to catch the tram. Tram, param. First, I'm gonna have to kill a few more buggers. Buggles. That's what I'm gonna call them. Buggles. Scorpions.
decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
They're locked in.
Get into bugs. Bye. Now I'll come in here and do a thing. Nearing the limit. It's good. I like getting close to the limit.
Online, connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific... Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants. Yes, though the number of personnel is below the official... Rift Station has been...
Why is Rift Station...
Emergency procedures... It would also appear that there are several employees quarantined for medical treatment.
Give me a status report on the hot...
I am sorry. The network connection...
You have no idea what's going
I'm
on.
afraid not. My last log entry is shortly
Give me an
after...
overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biolo... The complex is built within a glacier. In the event of an accident, it can
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Ah, I see. I could have killed them all without killing them, without shooting them. Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo. Hello, Dr. Freeman.
Departing
Welcome to
Central
Black Mesa.
Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Sasha's asleep on the sofa. I can't go to the hot labs till I talk to the grunts. Oh, that's the hot labs. Still can't go there. Ventralis. Cotton ventralis. Or elevator.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work at train's controls?
Hell if I know.
Yes.
I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah?
Good job, Captain.
Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs
Well, you did your job well. I don't know if you did a good job.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out
Except
here
the ones
and
I have
protect
to
the
kill.
civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too
I've got
dangerous.
work to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh, wait. Okay. Big fight,
Hell,
and
man
then
the
I'll
perimeter.
finish talking.
Go!
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their nose. Something you need?
Tell me about Rift
I
Station.
can't talk about everything. What do you need
Tell
to
me
know?
about the defenses
Secure
here.
enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a
Only
week
the best get assigned to high security facility. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is
Beats
done?
me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the
The
situation.
facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator.
I've got
and
work to do.
You and me.
Damn it.
Something you need?
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send
Did
scouts
the aliens come from inside?
You want my personal opinion?
Tell me about the structure
It's
of
built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects.
How are your people holding
We
up?
weren't expecting the initial wave. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
You and me
Okay,
both.
now I'm done. I don't think they... No, not until... They did eventually figure out to make the skip dialogue button different from the select next line of dialogue button. Took them until freaking Andromeda, but they did eventually figure it out.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security.
What?
You're a member of the science team.
Recently transferred, yes.
Sorry.
What?
You're a member of the science.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Yeah, that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset about this.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arrayas. Is there anything in particular you want to know?
Did I interrupt
I
something?
was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to
Do you know
be-
Matriarch
Do you know
Benezia?
President Huerta of Earth? I did not think so.
Benezia passed through here.
I saw her. You asked if I knew her. I do not.
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautious.
I heard there was some
furtively. For now, with forced cheer,
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most.
Phoenix armor is crap. That amp is crap. That Omni tool is pretty okay.
Relieved.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully.
Actually, let's take a look at armor. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, time to sell some shit.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully.
I'm getting level 7 stuff now, so. Okay. Erg some guards. Let's go to the med bay. They'll give me a quest.
What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong.
No, I did mean to bother you. I
I'm
didn't mean
just
to startle you.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know
That you're
Mira,
incorrect.
the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment in the quarantine. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go
It's a
beyond.
bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept work. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another. Like a bio.
How can it be infectious if it
Pandemic
won't?
spread.
Damn Solarians just loved.
Militaries, governments. They'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel Convention's forbidden.
I didn't expect. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination. No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but
What will it
the
take?
quarantine lab, once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following up. Better than Ventralis' guard. I've been administering stims at their request. But every
Are you the doctor here?
I'm our doctor, but not. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but he's. We
Talk
lost
to you
him.
later.
I hope you can do something.
Now I'll go in the barracks, because I think I can steal from. Go through the lockers. Pick up their skin meds. Dr. Palin.
What? No! Sorry. I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Yeah, is there something you need?
I'm looking for an Asari.
Sorry. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she
What
is.
sort of work do you
I
do
can't
here?
say. I signed a non-disclosure. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot
Nothing,
lab?
I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since
How are
the-
you holding
It
up?
would be petty to... None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Going through your stuff because I can. Commander Shepard. Is this an elevator? Can go in. First, I'm going to talk to the Trowels. This is you.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the
God,
port.
I wish we could help those guys. I really do.
Dr. Cohen says there's no risk.
All right. He'll run a full scan before I'll let you out.
Those are reasonable.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Yep, wrong way. Where's Han Olar? Shouldn't I have been able to talk to him? Es gibt kein Ola. Maybe he's down here. I think Han Olar's in here. Yep, there he is.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Don't screw with me. They can't be Rachni.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battle. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the Hot Labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Answer the question.
Doctors on Newer. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Venezia survive?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to...
I'll be leaving now.
Okay, this one will get you. How can you tell jokes? So this hydrogen atom says to another hydrogen, I lost my electron.
You're not part of the crew.
I have Ventralis' permission to go in.
Yeah, he radioed. He also... You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
First, I raid these places, because there's stuff in them. At least one of them. Okay, I see.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
We'll see about that, bitch.
You're a sleeper agent for Venezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
You have biotics, you get the throw. That's all. Got my cure, got my spine, I've got my trash. And that guy's dead. Except Han Olar.
They came out of
It's just
there.
noticed.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Venezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access, like Dr. Cohen.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's this way? Is it?
that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall?
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I can't thank you enough. Oh, God, what a cliche.
Could you spare a few medical packs?
You didn't get these from me. Then I need to administer this.
Paragon plus 24. I'm feeling good. Oh, I want to glue. I forgot. Alright, Alright, I wanted to. Doing quite well on the Paragon front. Bugs. Gath. Sorry. Why? Time to kill bugs. Okay, definitely gonna save here. Because this is a difficult fight.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
We don't have to fight. You can return to the Citadel with us.
I think not.
Geth. And Denisari Commando, who was right next to me somehow. Yeah, my antibiotics. I'm about to die. Man, it's almost like I saw that coming.
You do.
Wah! Space magic! God damn it, Rex, stay out of the way. Seriously, Rex, you need to get the fuck out of my way. That's why I hate biotics. Fucking turn into a ragdoll.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Novaria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates isn't enough. We need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. You should. Die.
Leveled
I
up.
cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely... No light. They always said there would be a...
Absolute damage. And now, we decide the fate of the Rachni.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all.
This is going to be a fun conversation.
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children
like
we
a flan
birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. End their suffering. They cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
Makes sense. A baby left alone in a closet until she's 16 won't be sane.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid
She's
tanks rigged up
slightly
on
more
that
twitchy
thing.
than we are.
Set them off.
Slightly.
Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
She's the last of her race, Shepard. We don't have the objectivity to judge her.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack?
I do not know what happened in the war. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony.
Are you a survivor from the war?
We do not know. We were only a tone from space, hushed one voice. Then we awoke in this place. The last echo of those who came out from the singing planet.
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
Are we any better if we kill them all?
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later.
Will give us the chance to compose anew?
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
You're wrong. Okay. Gotta do other stuff. Like chew bubblegum. 'Cause I'm all out of ass thinking. down to the hot labs. Gonna get baptized. Gonna get baptized in the bosom of love. That's where I just came from. Okay, you can go, man. Kill all the bugs.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni.
God loves slugs.
Mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on.
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days.
Separating them from their mother.
This was I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly.
Then all we need to do is bring her
No.
here.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized.
I'm not familiar with the purge.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic.
How do we set off?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Okay, Slugapede.
Dead and done, just the way I like 'em.
I got the purge codes.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and
We're moving on.
That's not what I wanted to do.
online. How can I help you?
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry. The sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system.
Activate the neutron.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified.
clear.
Gotta go in through the back door. Now, because Ventralis is a jerk, I'm gonna have to. I can't, I think, go back that way. Yep, that door's locked. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try to get in through the door. Centurion. Not Turian, Krogan. Fly like a croaking, run like a leopard, but you'll never be better than Commander Shepard. Behold. Thought I had to go down there and confront him and kill him. Guess we just leave. I'm that right, Sasha? Oh, you responding to his name?
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Sure.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Beep, 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 boop, boop. I'm gonna head back to the Citadel after I talk to people. The fuck is that display?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Mood lighting.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time, and Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you
This
to be.
booty's doing the best it can.
They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind
I
my
apologize, Commander. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something...
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or...
You're not wrong.
Was I wrong about that, too?
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it, too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You... I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard.
And so will these gams.
Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Now I need to go make sure that Alenko knows that he's just a friend. Nothing more, ever. For this shepherd. Another shepherd will be a dude who's gay AF.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer.
Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I got a bad signal. I mean, if you're a... Maybe there's someone else you'd rather confide in. Ma'am.
Someone? You're referring to...
There's a lower deck rumor that she's a very interesting lady. To my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien.
I don't think you should be prying into
There's my answer, then.
Yeah, you should. Douche. Douchey douche. Douche McDouche. Douche canoe. Racist. Sexist. Heterosexist. Cis sexist.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other.
Yeah, you sleepy
It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation.
Stop fighting, just fuck.
And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked. But we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Beep beep boop boop beep beep boop 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 beep beep beep.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard. Three. I'd have to upgrade him before he can get better armor.
Commander? Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
That booty of
Let's
his.
pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over.
Everywhere.
Same as you'd expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families,
Duty.
eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sisters.
She likes fisting.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like it was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him.
Abuser.
The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things
Your
when
sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Classist, not racist.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few
Creepy.
years back.
Not
He's
creepy.
probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
That depends on whether you have a problem with people who don't believe in God.
Commander, I'm not some kind of zealot. I believe in God. What everyone else believes is their business. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time. You mean the Rachni? They were dangerous. They proved that, too. I think it was a mistake to let them... You know, you really should talk to... Just saying, Skipper. Ma'am.
Okay. Now, Garrus. Space Batman.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while.
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened?
Yeah.
Why were you
Go
investigating?
after that microphone.
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one El Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see.
Capitalism.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. It just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I suppose I can see both sides.
I suppose. I just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr.?
I sent out feelers. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. His idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship.
I need to go. So long, Gareth.
Goodbye.
Dang it.
Commander, I'm beginning to see why they made
Do you have any idea what happened to...
I got the transponder.
I'll check out...
I was hoping you'd say that.
Okay.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Beep beep boop boop beep 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 boop boop.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded
You want to bring this data back to...
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Saren.
You think you can use this information?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed.
Go ahead. Make it.
My people. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Okay, now I've talked to everyone. So I'll go back to the Citadel. The stairs we go, up the stairs we go, round and round in circles, yes, up the stairs we go.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Okay.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Vermeer?
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Swirly, swirly. Okay. Going to the Citadel.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I have a difficult assignment, Commander. You're the only one I can trust to get it done. There's a criminal leader named
Renegade.
Darius in the Skillian Verge who controls most of the Raider activity. I'd like you to negotiate a ceasefire with him.
Wouldn't an Alliance negotiator be better suited for this assignment?
Darius won't respect an Alliance negotiator. He built his empire by killing his rivals. But with your very public achievements, you represent a strong image that Darius has to respect. Show him that the Alliance won't back down. Show him he better make peace while he can.
If you're certain it's a good
Excellent,
idea.
Commander. I appreciate your help. The meeting will take place on a remote barren planet. I'm transmitting the coordinates now. I'm also transmitting the background for this negotiation. Fifth Fleet out.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Racist has the deck. Gotta convince a bureaucrat. A ship is a good thing.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, Fifth Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. When the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever, they got them on our ship and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
Motherfucker.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no.
Why develop something new when we could have more of the same?
Throw money in a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
You're a douche.
Commander, I'm not happy.
Not happy. Ask me why.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style.
My laptop.
They prefer commanders looking over
Laptoping
their
up
subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed
There's
to
no
find
war without
and kill the
intelligence,
enemy
you
fleet,
numbnuts.
not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
I think Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Fuck off, Rear Admiral Mikhailovich. You're an asshole.
Some people back there didn't like you, Tali.
Many think less of Quarians for traveling in the flotilla and for creating the Geth. They see us as scavengers, little better than thieves.
Perspective is a wonderful thing. Wait until their homeworld gets wiped out.
Commander Shepard? Khaleesa been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. Speaking of your new job, did the Council order you to sabotage human research concern on Noveria?
The Council had nothing to do with it. There was an accident at Binary Helix Labs. In the interest of protecting the company's confidentiality, I can't say more.
That's a surprising revelation, Commander. We've had nothing but stonewalling from Binary Helix. Given your recent experiences, do you think humanity will ever get the respect it deserves from the galactic community?
Get the respect I deserve from your mom.
Respect's a funny thing. People always assume they deserve it. The truth is, respect is earned. And I firmly believe we can earn it.
You're an idealist, Commander, but a sincere one. I hope you're right. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
All
Hello, Commander.
night.
Show me what you got.
Scorpion 6 is exactly the same as Ursa 6. Booyah. Who could do? Boom, 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 boom. Who? Too slow. Go on to the Praesiodemium.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area. Time to go confront the son of Dantius.
I know you. You're Commander Shepard, the human Spectre. Is there something I can do for you?
You're Nisana, right? I ran into your sister, Dahlia. Didn't end well for her.
What? Are you saying she's...
Dahlia's dead, Nisana. And I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. Could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Biotic porn. I mean, I assume that's what she's talking about. Yeah, let's see what's up with you.
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. I only hope you're better than the one they're sending you after.
I'll do everything I can to stop Saren.
That's what worries me. Was there something you wanted?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Why are you walking back and forth? I don't trust you. Love your dress, though. Okay, where's this other lady? Near the Emporium? Maybe. Run very slowly across the bridge. Gonna find a woman maker, make me a little more rich. I don't need money, I don't need guns. All I need's to run around, have a little fun. Let 'em blink.
Got a moment, Spectre? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm
It was
acquainted with a
broadcast
pair
all over
of
the galaxy.
powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate...
While I appreciate your... You are the first... I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are
And what do
aligned.
you get out of this?
We should... But their business practices have forced me... Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful...
What crimes did these men...
They're red sand dealers who make victims of... They're loathsome, hurting innocent people.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be...
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, oh yeah, a couple having an argument about a baby. Yeah, finally.
I'm telling you, this is not what Jake would want.
I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
Arrogant
I don't
prick.
need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
Anti-vaxxer
My
jackass.
sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
I thought gene therapy was common.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's
Jenny
less
McCarthy with
dangerous
red
than the
hair.
genetic enhancements that every soldier in the
Stop
Alliance
yelling.
receives.
What are the chances that you're...
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition,
Which are nowhere near as effective as...
For what it's worth.
I don't care what you think. Who are you anyway? It's my...
Wouldn't your husband have wanted to give the baby a better chance than he had?
But what if it ends up killing a child who would
Then
never...
you'll know you did all you could.
Don't you understand?
And you and that baby are all I have left of
Then
Jacob.
why didn't you just...
I was scared.
If it means that much to you... If you
Doing
trust
better.
that it's the
You
right
need to do
thing,
something about your education.
Thank you so much.
Okay. There. Boop boopity boo, boop booty boo. I have to pee.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous
I'm gonna
cult
go do
controlled
that.
by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle.
It wasn't really a raid.
Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. 'Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, they're no friends of mine.
Hey, you're that Shepherd kid.
Hey, been a long time, huh?
I'm sorry, do we know each other?
I guess you don't remember. We served on the carrier Einstein. Well, that was 12, 13 years back, though. You were just a kid then.
I guess you're not in the service anymore, huh?
Yeah, retired, yeah. You know how it is.
I didn't see her much that tour. The ship was on
Hey,
patrol.
call your mom up and ask. Look, I need a... So, could you spare something? Maybe 20 credits.
20 isn't enough to get you back on your feet.
No. I'll just get a meal.
Yeah, it's not a
You're
problem.
a good kid, you know. You ever want to come by and talk, I'll be...
Shut up and dance with me. This woman is my density.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Pouring myself water in my water bottle. Boop a doo doo boop boop. Petting the dog now because he's a cutie. Getting water out of the fridge. I'm singing what I'm doing 'cause I know you can't see me. That's the way it is. I'm Randy fucking Newman. Stepping over the kitten. Water back in the fridge. She takes a long, hard look at Randy. Let's see. Can I yell at the Earth First protesters yet? Is that it? There's no Earth Firsters. Okay. So I'll just take. Oh, I'll talk to Margaret. Michelle. Chloe Michelle.
I need those supplies for my clinic. I can't.
Oh.
You can and you will, or your story won't stay secret for long. Don't disappoint me, Doctor.
Oh, Commander Shepard. I didn't see you come in.
Every time I come in here, I see someone threatening you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
I might be able to help you.
I was fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this. They never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must have found out. Now they are blackmailing me. I have to give them what they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license. They'll shut my clinic down.
Maybe I can get you out of this. Tell me what they want.
I have to give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the markets. They expect delivery today.
Give me your contact's name. I'll deal with this guy, whoever he is.
Deal with him? But won't they expose my past?
I'll make sure they don't tell anyone.
I was told to
Can't
speak with
talk
a merchant
don't
named
have a
Morland
tongue.
down in the markets.
Or fingers.
I really appreciate
eyes.
this, Commander. Thank you.
Or being aliveness.
Let me take a look at what you
Of
have.
course.
Ooh. Bingly beep. Y'all ready for this?
It's a bank statement. It shows that I bought something from you, and I bought it.
Well, thank you for buying from me, but this still doesn't prove that you purchased that item from my store.
But I didn't buy anything else.
Downstairs.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me.
Oh,
There are
boys,
rumors on
comrade.
the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And your grace and skill have inspired a whole legion of admirers, too. Hey, can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
Are you kidding? Nobody will believe that I talked with the beautiful Commander Shepard unless I get a picture. Just hold up your gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
You're married? Get 10.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
You were expecting a delivery of medical supplies.
But I was told the doctor would be bringing them.
Things have changed, Moorland.
A change, but the doctor... I don't... This is not right, human.
Shut up, Moreland. I told Baines you'd screw this up. What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
Leave the doctor alone.
We can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
You're shutting down a medical clinic. What if someone needs
Really
treatment?
appealing to his better nature?
Hey, hold on. I'm just the middleman here.
Veiled threat.
This is way more than I bargained for.
Thank you, human. It is good to see him humbled so.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
That is very good armor. That is also good armor. Oh yeah.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Okay. Now I'll go talk to what's her name, and she'll tell me about Baines. That's my guess. That's right. Kitten and puppy should play together. Ooh, and they are, sort of. Oh, puppy walked away. Don't do that. Don't. You should play with the kitten. You need friend, he needs friend. Yeah, there you go. Now you're playing. Oh, kittens. Oh, they're playing. Oh, yeah. Yay, it works. It's working. They're playing. Right now, you can probably only barely see part of Wesley's tail. Tell me about Baines.
Commander, how did things go?
He won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? That's a great relief, Commander. Thank you. I can't pay you for your help, but I can give you a discount on any supplies you purchase here.
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
Baines? I wonder if he means Armiston Baines. We worked together a long time ago.
What can you tell me about him?
Last I heard, the Alliance military was contracting him for some research in the Traverse.
What about your captain?
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more. Is there anything else I can help you with, Commander?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Is a dog. Oh, and the kitten's doing what? What are you doing? In my lap. You going out to the pup, or are you just sitting in my lap? Okay, you're in my lap. Thank you for cleaning my toes. They're very dirty toes. Thank you for nibbling my finger. I need to build up the callus on that finger, yes. And now you're cleaning it. Good, thank you. Oh, that thumb also needs more callus. Yes. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, there's limits. I don't think my elbow can build up callus. Fucking goober. Yeah, play with the puppy. Nope, don't play with my laptop or the things on it. Oh, I need to go downstairs to get to CSEC. That's fine. Yeah. Nope. Oop, nope. One day you'll get the message. Stay away from that top. Till then, pet the dog.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another Profile in Courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, Serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more Profiles in Courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance Military on the extranet. Keyword, Courage. In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Good boy, Wesley. Get his attention. Door's open. See. Back on the ship.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Stands racist. Relieved.
Computer, give me a real-time connection to the Dreadnought Kilimanjaro. I want to speak to my mother, Exo Shepard.
Shepard speak? Oh, hi. I don't have time for a personal call right now. I'm on duty.
I know what that's like. Do you remember Lieutenant Zabaleta from the Einstein?
Ernesto? Have you heard from him? He was one of the Marines who guarded the CIC. We shared a watch. I lost track of him after there was an incident.
I've seen him here on the Citadel. Looks like he's had some hard times.
I don't doubt it. You remember the Batarian raid on Mindwar in 2170? You were in high school. The Einstein's task group responded to the Mayday. The Batarians were still pulling out when the Marines hit groundside. Zabaleta was one of the first down. He was never quite the same after.
I don't understand. What happened down there?
About every abomination that a sentient being can do to another. To a slaver, a person is just another animal. And humans aren't always liked out here. We heard about corralling, culling. They'd shoot those they couldn't use, implant control devices in the skulls of those they could, without anesthetic.
He has post-traumatic stress because of what he saw?
He tried to keep working, but it rode him. He showed up drunk on duty more and more. We couldn't always cover for him. The Alliance discharged him. Everyone knew he drank because of what he'd seen down there, even if he never talked about it. Especially because he never
Military's still not taking care of its boys.
For it to have affected him that deeply, he must have been a very sensitive man.
He was. Always in laughter and tears. If you see him, tell him we still worry about him. Tell him to go to the Veterans Affairs office. I have to go.
Nope.
Take care of yourself. You're making us proud. Kilimanjaro out.
Can I do anything about Commander Baines? No. Stop trying to get my headphones. They're my headphones, they're not your headphones.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Down and then up, or jump over. Stop. Okay, this is a problem, because you can make a big mess. I don't want you to. There is no squeezing. No squeezing. No squishing. No squirming. Okay. In any event, it is late. I should go to bed. I can handle the rest of it on the morrow. And this